Alright, welcome. We go ahead and just turn off the sound there. And we'll get started. So if you guys just come to a comfortable seated position on your yoga mat. And if you have a block you want to sit up on top of, a pillow, a blanket, anything to kind of help prop up your pelvis is nice to use here. So I have a bolster, I'll go ahead and use that. This will just help to elevate the pelvis, elevate the hips, so you have a little bit of lift more into your spine and allowing the pelvis to tilt forward slightly. I'll give you some of that space as well. Just crossing your ankles out in front of you, hands on top of your knees or thighs, whatever feels best for you. Just take a moment here to close your eyes. And a deep exhale to let all that stale energy go, the mind to soften. Deep breath in. And slow breath out. See if you can work to get an inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 count. Hold on that 5th count. Exhale slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Again, deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Again, deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Continue breathing at your own pace. See if you can get a 5 counts, maybe 6 or 7 count inhale. Pausing at the top of the breath. Fully, slowly exhaling for the same count out of the nose. And pausing at the bottom of the breath. Continuing that cycle. Breathing in and out through the nose. Bringing a light tuck to your chin. Allowing your breath to start to create more of a sound. Start to use your ears, your listening into that sound that you create with your breath. As it flows in through the nasal passage, skimming the roof of the palate, and out through the nasal passage. Join your palms together at your heart center, Anjali Mudra. Lifting your chest to your thumbs back into your chest. I invite you to set an intention for your practice. Your intention being what you'd like to manifest more into your life, into this moment in your life. Maybe that's some peace, maybe it's some calm, it's some security. It can also just be stability, grounding. Maybe it's joy, or happiness. It's love, it's abundance. What is it for you? What can you draw in more into this intention, this space, this practice? Tapping into that, breathing it into your being. I'd like to invite you guys to join in the sound of Om. Let's do that 3 times. With a deep exhalation, let all the air out. And a full breath in to begin. Om. Bow your head to your heart. Receive the vibration of Om. Receive your intention. Slowly release your palms to face up on top of your thighs. Take a deep breath in. Lift your chest, lift your chin. On your exhalation, begin to blink your eyes open. Welcome your space into your awareness into the space. You can slowly release any props out from underneath you. Take those to the side. And we'll go ahead and get started with downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So I recommend coming to an all fours tabletop position and just stacking the shoulders and the wrist right on top of each other. The knees underneath the hips. And then from here, take one foot back behind you to plank pose, top of a push-up. This is a great alignment, stack joints for your down dog. And then lift your hips straight up and back from there. Press the floor away. And reach the crown of your head towards your mat. Your chest back towards your thighs. Your thighs back towards the wall behind you. And see if you can sink your heels down towards the mat. From here, just cuddle out your legs. Give yourself a nice little stretch there, whatever feels good for your body. And then maybe a little rotation in the pelvis, the hips, the shoulders, the neck. There's no right or wrong there, no good or bad. Just invite a little bit of movement, whatever feels good. From your downward facing dog, begin to walk your feet forward towards the top of your mat, Uttanasana. Release the crown of the head down towards the floor. Bend your knees deeply. Feet at least hip width apart here, and you can go a little wider if you feel like those hamstrings are really tight. And take the outer edges of your feet more parallel with each other. Release the crown of your head. Soften forward. From here, press down to the mounds of your big toes. See if you can start to actively pull your heels apart, your shins apart, your upper inner thighs apart. And work the backs of the legs a little straighter from there. Nice hamstring stretch. On your inhalation, nice bend to the knees, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. On your exhale, take your hands to your hips, give your elbows a nice yummy squeeze, and as you inhale, lift with your heart. Come all the way up to standing. Awesome job. Tadasana at the very top of your mat, so bring your big toes to touch. The heels just a sliver apart. Roll your shoulders back, stretch your fingers down towards your heels. And even here, see if you can take your thighs back slightly. And it'll seem like the buttocks are sticking back, but tuck the tail under and pull the belly up. From there, lift through your chest, open through your shoulders, fingers towards the heels, lengthen through the crown of your head. Wherever you're at, deep exhale out of the mouth, let it all up. And on your inhalation, sweep your arms up. Look up, Urdhva Namaskarasana, stretch up. Exhale, reach forward, bow forward, fingertips to the mat, curl in. On your inhalation, look forward, long spine, lengthen your heart forward, maybe a bend to the knees to help. As you exhale, plant your hands and step it back. Go through Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank, maybe bend the elbows 1, 2, or 3 inches. Flip over the toes. Inhale, open shoulders. Pull your arm bones back, up dog. Exhale, flip over the toes, downward face your dog. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. On your inhale breath, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, hop, step all the way up to the top of your mat, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. On your inhale breath, come all the way up. Lift with your heart, reach up through your arms, squeeze your legs. Exhale, hands back to heart center. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, Urdhva Namaskar. Exhale, bow forward, touch the mat, Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Inhale, upward face the dog, look up, open your chest. Exhale, hips up and back, downward face your dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. But again, deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale, look forward, coil. Exhale, return to the top of your mat, Uttanasana. On your inhalation, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana, curl in. Inhale, come all the way up, arms up, reach up, big stretch, squeeze your palms, Urdhva Namaskar. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one, inhale, Urdhva Namaskar. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back, lower down, Chaturanga. Always the option to modify by bending the elbows 1 inch or use your knees. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale fully. Exhale slowly. Inhale fully. Exhale slowly. Inhale, look forward, coil. Exhale, hop, step, or walk to the top of your mat, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, find the length in your spine. Exhale, bow forward, curl in. On your inhale, come all the way up, arms up, reach up, stretch up, Urdhva Namaskar, look up. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Surya Namaskar, breathe, sit deep, chair pose, fingertips behind your heels. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow forward, touch the mat, Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Inhale, upward face your dog. Exhale, downward face your dog, right foot forward. Spin your left heel down onto the mat as you inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, touch the mat, step it back, Chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step your left foot forward, spin your right heel down. Inhale, arms up, reach up, look up. Sink deep into your front knee. Exhale, touch the floor. Step it back, Chaturanga, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale fully. Exhale slowly. Inhale, coil, look forward. Exhale, hop, step, or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Sit deep, chair pose. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, come to stand. Again, sit deep, chair pose. 2 more. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back, go through that vinyasa, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, spin your left heel down. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, plant your hands. Step it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, open your heart. upward face your dog. Exhale, downward face your dog, left foot forward. Right heel down, inhale, arms up. Reach up. Exhale, plant your hands. Step it back, chaturanga, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Slow your exhale. Deep breath in. Slow your exhale. Inhale, coil, look forward. Exhale, return to Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha, halfway lift. Exhale, bow forward. Sit deep, chair pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come to stand. Last one, sit deep, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Right foot forward, Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha, left foot forward. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, Chaturanga. Last Chaturanga of the day. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Hold for 2 breaths in. And slow out. Inhale, coil, look forward. Exhale, return to the top of your mat, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha, halfway. Exhale, fold, curl in, Uttanasana. Sit deep, chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, come to stand. All right, guys, we're warm, yeah? Grab a sip of water. We're going to practice our handstand kick-ups. If you have a wall nearby, that's great. If you don't, it's okay. You can find one in the hallway or somewhere else. We'll start with a quick demonstration. You're going to want to take your hands 1 hand-width distance away from the wall. Starting in your downward facing dog, keep your hands shoulder width apart, fingers out wide. Walk in. Look forward, right where the floor and the wall meet. And lift your right leg up. Now try to keep the hip closed. Right hip towards the floor. This is an open hip. Close it up. Give yourself a nice big kick up to the wall. Push the floor away. Press into your fingertips. Look forward, right in between the index fingers. Squeeze your buttocks, squeeze your legs. Now, if you are not able to get up and kick to the wall, turn around, ground your feet into the wall, all fours tabletop position, and take a downward facing dog at the wall. From there, lift 1 heel to the buttock, foot to wall, take L stand, both feet to the wall. Same thing, push the floor away. Lift the hips up high. Keep pressing through your fingertips. When you're ready, come down and take a break. Either resting in Uttanasana, forward bend, or take child's pose. Wherever you're at, just slow your breath. Hands under your shoulders if you're in child's pose, or hands to your hips if you're in Forward bend pose, lift yourself up. And next we'll go into the second round of kicking up at the wall or L stand. If you can, switch out your legs. Practice with your opposite leg, your less dominant leg. Hands one hand width distance away from the wall. Start in dog pose, walk it in. Look forward, do not look at your feet. Look where the floor and the wall meet. Opposite leg up. Give yourself a nice little kick. That left leg always seems a little awkward. Less dominant leg. Work to engage by pushing the floor away. Press through your fingertips. Squeeze your legs. You're practicing L stand. Same thing. Take the feet to the wall. Work there. Hands under your shoulders. Lifting your hips up like wall dog. And then from there, take one foot up at a time. Push both feet into the wall. And when you're ready, come down, child's pose. Nice job, guys. Pause there. Slow your breath. Deep exhales, let it out. Nice job. All right, so our next pose we'll be practicing is headstand. Again, if you do not have a headstand practice yet and you're just beginning, we're just going to take it in stages. So it's not about kicking up. You just want to touch the crown of your head to the floor, to the earth. Make the crown connection to the earth. And it's a beautiful thing if you think of that. We're just going to take the crown onto the earth and wear the earth like a crown. Now again, if you don't kick up, it's okay. Just practice that, grounding your crown into the earth. If you'd like to take it to a wall, interlock your fingers, clasp. Take the knuckles to touch the wall. Elbows right underneath the shoulders. That's very important. Elbows right under the shoulders. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Tiptoe in. Again, use the wall. Nestle the crown of the head down in between the forearms. Tiptoe your feet in a little more. Press through your elbows and lengthen out through your neck. One foot straight up. Kick up. Maybe both feet to the wall. You could practice knees to the chest and lengthen out from there. Try to tuck the buttocks through the heels. Squeeze your legs together. Push your elbows into the floor. If you don't come up to a headstand, it's okay. You're still standing on your head with your feet on the floor. Just work there. Keep pressing through your elbows. Get the shoulders out of the ears. When you're ready, come down and rest, child's pose. Maybe even taking the hands more towards the ankles. Roll your forehead onto your mat. From here, hands underneath your shoulders, slowly pick yourself back up. All right, guys, so let's go straight into our standing pose series. Come all the way up to standing. We'll practice tree pose first. So taking the big toes to touch out in front of you, hands to your hips. And from here, so you're going to turn your right toes out 90 degrees. Reach down, grab for your right ankle, and nestle the right foot into the upper inner left side. Now, as much as you can, try to push the foot into the thigh and the side back into the foot. You get a nice solid feedback there. If you need a wall for support, just take hands to the wall. Or wherever you're at, see if you can take the buttock under. Try to stretch your right knee out a little further. When you're ready, palms together at heart center. Chest up, heart up, shoulders back. From there, when you're ready, grow your tree, arms above your head. Now start with the hands apart. See if you can work those elbows straight, Diane. Nice. Reach up, stretch up. Once you have those elbows straight, maybe see if you can take those palms together. It might help to interlock your hands. Use your pointer fingers and point up towards the sky. One more deep breath here. Exhale, hands back down. Rest your right foot to meet your left, hands to your hips. Same thing, other side. Turn your left knee out towards the left. Engage through your right leg. Reach down, grab for the left ankle, place it into the right upper inner thigh. And then from here, same thing. Try to push the foot into the thigh back into the foot. Get strong there. Get the buttocks to tuck under it and the left knee to pull out. When you're ready, hands to heart center. Nice job. Inhale, breath to lift up, reach up, stretch up. Palms face each other. Work those arms straight like you have beams of light shooting out of your fingertips. When you're ready, maybe palms together. You can interclasp your fingers, releasing the index, the pointer fingers, stretch up towards the sky. Keep pushing your left knee out. One more deep breath in. Exhale, slowly release. Come back to center, Tadasana, mountain pose. All right, now you can use your blocks here. If you don't have blocks, you can also use a chair out in front of you, or a couch, a stool. We'll take for start the Pada Tadasana, so hands on your hips. Step your feet out wide. When I say wide, you want to go nice and wide, and if you take your arms out to a T, your ankle should be directly underneath your wrist. So go as wide as you can go there with your stance. And then take your hands back onto your hips. Take a moment, look down at your feet and turn your toes in slightly, your heels out. Nice job. Hug your elbows. Take an inhale breath, lift through your heart. Exhale, chest forward, heart forward, hips back behind you. Take your hands onto the floor or the blocks right underneath your shoulders, directly under. Now pull your chest forward, your heart forward. Try to lift the hips, the backs of the thighs, the buttocks up a little higher. Stretch your legs straight. It's easy to allow those legs to relax here, but work them strong. Again, as you inhale, find lift in your heart. Now exhale, bow forward, hands in between your feet. Reach the crown of your head towards the mat. Check in with your legs. Are they working? Press down through your big toes. Try to lift the muscles up in your legs as high as they'll go, and then lift them a little higher. On your next inhale breath, arms underneath your shoulders, look up, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your hips, hug those elbows as you inhale, lift all the way back up. Nice job. Exhale, step or walk, shimmy your feet back together, back to Tadasana. Again, if you have your blocks, take them behind you. One to the left side, one to the right side of your sticky mat. Yogi jumping jacks, Iyengar transitions here. Fingertips to touch, elbows out wide. Light bend to your knees, hop or step out to a wide stance. Find that same wide stance. Ankles right underneath the wrist. Nice. Now turn your right toes out, 90 degrees. Left toes in, just a smidge. Deep breath in, lift your chest. Exhale, reach forward, hinge forward, go long. And then from there, right hand down, hand to block. Left arm straight up towards the ceiling. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Full breath in to lift your chest forward and out from your pelvis. As you exhale, rotate your heart more open. With each inhale breath, find more length in your spine. Keep pulling your sternum forward out from your pelvis. Get your right shoulder to pull back towards your back pocket. And then push on the gas pedal with your right foot. With each inhale breath, find more lift, more length. As you exhale, twist more open. Rotate your belly more open. On your next inhalation, come all the way back up to a T. Turn your right toes in, left toes out. Those right toes should point into slightly. Deep breath in here, lengthen out, strengthen through your legs. Exhale, reach forward. Left hand down, same thing you did on the other side bring it in nice and close. Start high, you can always go a little lower from there. As you inhale, lift your heart. Lengthen out through your sternum. Exhale, turn your belly slightly from left to right. Push on the gas pedal with your left foot. Fire up the muscles in your left leg. With each inhale breath again, find more lift in your chest, more length through your side bodies, your rib cage. And as you exhale, take that space, twist your heart more open. On your next inhalation, slowly come back up to a T. Turn your right toes in, or left toes in, excuse me. Fingertips to touch, elbows out wide, hop back to center. Take a breath. Extended side angle, fingertips to touch, elbows out wide, hop or step back out to that nice wide stance. Right toes out, 90 degrees. Left toes in, just a smidge. Deepen into your right knee like warrior, two legs. Full breath in here, lengthen out. Exhale, reach forward. Right hand down, grab that block, move it in nice and close. If you don't have a block, use your elbow to your knee. Stretch your left fingertips up and over, across the ear. Try to get that left bicep across your left ear. Now press through your right elbow. It gets into the knee. Push the right knee out towards the right. And twist your heart more open towards the ceiling. Look underneath your left armpit. Deep breath in for lift, for length. Sink a little deeper into that right knee as you exhale, twist. Inhale, come back up to a T. Turn those right toes in, left toes out. Same thing, other side. Deep, bend deep into your left knee. Deep breath in here. Exhale, extend forward. Left hand down. Again, use the block if you have it. Otherwise, left elbow to left knee. Stretch your right arm up and over, across your ear. Keep pressing the elbow into the knee if you have it, or hand it to the block. Push your left knee out towards the left. Left shoulder back. Chest forward. Turn and twist the belly. Look underneath the right armpit. And extend those right fingertips across the room. Deep breath in there. And on your next inhale, come all the way back up to a T. Turn your left toes in. Hop or step back to center. Hands to your hips. Step your feet out about 4 feet apart. Turn your right toes out 90 degrees. Turn your left toes all the way in, 75 to 80 degrees. Try to get that right hip back, left hip forward. Prepare for Inversions 1, warrior 1. Get those hips to square. Then bend the right knee nice and deep. Stretch your left heel down into the floor and try to lift the inner arch of your back foot up. Give your elbows a little hug. Tuck the buttock under. Try to lift the front of your pelvis up and feel that stretch in your back leg. From there, inhale, arms up. Reach up. Look up. Maybe palms together. Inversions 1, warrior 1. Sink a little deeper into that right knee. As you inhale, lift your heart. Open your throat. Last breath here. And inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands to hips. Right leg straight. Turn and twist all the way to the left side. Left toes point straight back. Right toes point towards that right front corner. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward, and sink deep into the left knee. Same thing here. Try to pull the butt under, the belly up to get that back hip flexor to start to stretch. And then work your back leg straighter. Deep breath in, arms up, reach up, stretch up. Give your palms a squeeze. Look up, try to offer your heart, your devotion up through your palms. Deep breath in here, sink a little deeper into that left knee. And on your next inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands to hips. Left leg straight. Pivot towards center. Fingertips to touch, elbows out wide. Come back to Tadasana, reset, mountain pose. Warrior 2, fingertips to touch, elbows out wide, hop or step out to a wide stance. Turn your right toes out 90 degrees. Bend your right knee, warrior 2 pose. Check that right knee is stacked right above your right ankle. And then challenge yourself. I know I'm not there exactly with you, and I don't know, see your feet, but see if you can go a little wider with your stance. Nice. Extend your arms out to a T. Reach your fingertips away from each other. Pull your belly in towards your spine and drop the buttock towards the floor behind you. Try to pull your right knee out towards the right. Ground through your right heel. Then hug your right heel back through your left heel. One more deep breath in. Exhale. On your inhale, right leg straight. Turn your right toes in, your left toes out. Sink deep into your left knee. Make sure the right toes are in just slightly. Bend that left knee right over your left ankle. If you can, go wider. Pull your left knee out towards the left. Pull the belly in. Take the buttock under and reach your fingertips away from each other. Nice. Hold there. Press through your left heel. Pull the left heel back towards the right heel. Give yourself one more deep breath. And left leg straight on your inhale. Turn the toes in, fingertips to touch in. Hopper step back to center. Woo. Pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Hands behind your back. Turn the palms away from you. Swing your hands behind your back. Now if you can, reverse prayer. If that's not accessible, fist to touch, or grab opposite elbow or wrist. Do your best, find something that works for you. If you have prayer pose, shimmy your fingers up your back a little bit closer towards the mid-back. Step your feet out about 3.5 feet apart. Turn your right toes out 90 degrees. Turn your left toes all the way towards the left. Rotate them in to point towards that left front corner of your mat. Hug the inner thighs. Right hip back, left hip forward. Give the buttock a tuck again. Inhale breath, open your heart. Exhale, lean forward, hinge forward, chest forward. Take your right hip back, left hip forward and down. Inhale again to extend your chest forward. Press through your right big toe and exhale, fold over your right thigh. Continue to press and firm through both feet. Pull your right hip up and back. Left hip forward and down. As you inhale, come up just slightly. Pull your chest forward. As you exhale, fold it a little deeper. Keep your legs strong, active, and working. Kneecaps up. On your inhale breath, lift and lengthen, come all the way up through center. Exhale, turn, pivot, rotate all the way to the left side. Left toes point towards the left side of your mat. Pivot the right toes all the way at about 75 to 80 degrees. Left hip back, right hip forward, buttock under. Inhale, open heart, strong legs. Exhale, begin to hinge forward. Lean forward. Keep pulling your chest, your heart forward. Left hip back, right hip forward. As you exhale, fold over your left leg. Again, those inhale breaths, find a little bit of space. Strengthen out through both legs. Pull that left hip back, right hip forward and down, and see if you can bow a little further over your left leg. Breathe. Check in with the strength of your legs. Fire up the muscles. On your next inhalation, slowly come all the way back up. Exhale, pivot to center. Release your arms. Fingertips to touch, elbows out wide. Pop back to center. We're going to take extended side angle, very similar to the last pose. Fingertips to touch, elbows out wide, hopper step out wide. Take your hands to your hips. Same thing, right toes out 90 degrees. Pivot those left toes all the way in so you square the hips towards the short edge of your mat. Right hip back, left hip forward. Take your right thumb into your right hip crease and try to pull your right hip back. Straight legs here. Inhale, left arm straight up towards the ceiling. Exhale, reach forward. Stretch the left fingertips forward across the room. Pull that right hip back. Left hand down. Maybe use that block there outside of your left leg. If that's inaccessible, keep it inside the right leg, and pull your chest forward. Wherever you're at, nice long spine, begin to turn and twist towards the right. Right shoulder back, right arm up, right hip back. Try to take that left hip forward and down. As you inhale, pull your heart space out from your hips. As you exhale, turn, twist a little deeper. Wherever you're at, pull your shoulders out of your ears. Breathe. Nice job. Last deep inhale here. Exhale, look down. And inhale, windmill your arms up and over towards the left side. Pivot. Left hand to left hip. Left thumb to left hip crease. Pull your left hip back, square off your hips towards that front corner or short edge of your mat. Deep breath in, let right arm up. Exhale, stretch it forward out in front of you. Keep your heart through your fingertips. Pull your left hip back with your thumb. When you're ready, grab your block, position it as needed. Right hand to your block. As you inhale, pull your chest forward. As you exhale, turn, rotate, left shoulder back. Maybe stretch that left arm up. Wherever you're at, strengthen both legs. Hug the inner thighs. Get your left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale to pull your chest forward. As you exhale, twist a little deeper. Get those shoulders to pull back out of your ears. One more deep breath there. Enhance your pose. Last inhale. And exhale, look down. Inhale, come all the way back up to a T position. Fingertips to touch, elbows out wide, hopper step. Back to Tadasana. All right, guys, last standing pose here, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow forward, fingertips to your big toes. Bend your knees. If you need to, widen your stance, feet hip width apart or wider. Pull your chest forward with your knees bent deeply. Keep extending your chest forward. Well, from here, pull your ribs onto your thighs. Ribs and thighs touch. Release the crown of your head towards the mat. Work the backs of your legs straight. If they don't straighten out, it's okay. Just work there. Hands forward underneath your shoulders. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, light bend to the knees. Exhale, sit deep, bend through your knees, take a seat. Stretch your toes forward out in front of you for Navasana boat pose. Take your hands onto your knees. Squeeze your knees together. Lift your chest up. From here, either stay in this stage or see if you can lift your toes above the floor. Keep your chest lifted. Open your arms, palms face each other. Keep the heart lifted, shoulders back. Maybe tabletop the legs. Layer 3, stretch your legs straight. It's okay to keep the knees bent. Breathe. From here into Ardha Navasana, interlock your hands, clasp. Hands back behind the back of your head. Slowly round your spine, straighten out through your legs. Try to get your big toes in line with your nose. Squeeze the legs, elbows out wide. And slowly rock and roll up, down dog. Cross your ankles, plant your hands, step it back. Lift your hips up and back. Deep breath. You guys are ready for this pigeon prep pose. Ekapada Rajakapatasana on the right. Inhale, right leg up high. Exhale, take your right knee outside of your right wrist. Try to get that right shin more parallel to the front of your mat. Walk your back knee back. Walk your hands back. Deep breath in to lift your chest. Exhale, bow forward. Rest onto your elbows, your forearms. Slow the breath here. We'll rest for a few extra breaths. See if you can lift that outer right hip up and back. Take your outer left hip forward and down. Give yourself one more breath here. And slowly begin to lift yourself back up. Hands under your shoulders. Tuck your left toes, your back toes behind you. Shift forward slightly and then take a three-legged dog. Give that right leg a little shake. From downward facing dog, same thing on the left side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, take the left knee out wide. Try to get it outside of the wrist. The left shin more parallel to the front end of your mat. Drop through your back knee, walk the back leg back. Walk your hands back. Start with a deep breath in to extend out through your spine. And then exhale, come forward and down onto your elbows, your forearms. You can rest on there or maybe drop to your forehead. Wherever you're at, slow your breath. You know this is a resting pose, but to keep it more active, resting, you can press and kick your left shin ankle down into the floor. Pull your left hip up and back, taking that right hip bone forward and down. Last breath here. Slowly begin to lift yourself back up, hands under your shoulders. Tuck your back toes, shift forward slightly, taking it back to three-legged dog again. Release your left leg back to your mat. Practicing our downward facing dog, Adho Pushpanasana. Shift forward to plank pose for a moment, top of a push-up. Stack your wrists and your shoulders, your heels and your toes. From here, press through all 10 fingertips and lift your hips up and back. Bend your knees deeply wherever you're at. Push the floor away and sink your chest back towards your thighs. Then from there, can you lift your tailbone up a little higher, your buttocks up a little higher. Pull your ribs in so they're not flaring out. And then work to pull your inner thighs back towards the wall behind you. Sink your heels down towards the floor. And then press the floor away. Draw the shoulders out of your ears and sink your heels down, your thighs back. One more deep breath in. Slow breath out. Drop down to your knees. Virasana Hero pose. Now I recommend sitting up on something here. If you can sit up on your block. If that's not accessible, grab some blankets, some pillows, but knees together out in front of you. The tops of your feet should be wider than your ankles. Try to get the the tops of the feet wider than your hips. So try to get those heels out further than your hips. And if you need to, take your block up a little higher or add some more cushion. Adjust yourself as needed. Hands to face up on top of your thighs. Lift your chest. Pull your shoulders back. Even lean back slightly so you feel the weight come into your sit bones. And then close the eyes or just lightly gaze to the tips of the eyelashes, the very tip of your nose. Ujjayi breath, the same breath we started our practice with. Deep exhale, let it all out. And then a slow breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Continue at your own breath. In through the nose. Light tuck of the chin. Out through the nose. Keep your heart lifted. Your shoulders back and down. The crown of your head extended out from the spine. From your Asana Hero Pose, on your next inhale breath, blink your eyes open. Come forward off of your prop, take it out to the side. And Dandasana, staff pose. Shift your hips back, your legs forward out in front of you. Hands by the side of your hips. Move the soft tissue up and out of the way. Press down through your hands, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, and press your thighs down into the floor. Stay strong here in your body. From this position, Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Slide your heels as close as you can in towards the midline, and then take your hands behind you and see if you can scoot in a little closer. Push your feet together, open through your knees, your hips. From here, reach forward and grab for the feet, the toes. Deep breath in to lift the spine, lengthen out, hold the chest up high. As you exhale, keep the chest pulling forward as you hinge forward. Until you can't go any further, you start to stop. Then bow forward, curl in. Keep pressing your feet together. You can use the elbows here to push into the inner thighs, the inner knees, and stretch the outer knees closer towards the floor. On your inhalation, extend out through your spine, lift up through your chest. And exhale, slowly release. Close those knees up like a book. Stretch your legs forward out in front of you. Now, if you have a strap or a belt, I recommend grabbing that for our next pose. We'll take Janu Sirsasana. Let me grab a strap real quick for you guys. So if you just start by maybe turning to face the long edge of your mat, will help here. And if you're in that Baddha Konasana-like pose, all we do is stretch the right leg out towards the right. The left heel right in towards the groin. And if you like to use your belt or your strap today, you're just going to turn the belly towards the right. Take the strap and lasso up the ball of your right foot. Now you want to hold your strap, your belt, with your left hand. Take your right hand outside of your right leg. It's a little prop, a little support there. And inhale to lift the chest, lengthen out. As you exhale, turn your belly from right to left. Again, deep breath in to lift your heart space. As you exhale, can you twist a little deeper towards the right? Start to pull on your strap or your foot and bow over your right leg. Taking both hands to your strap or maybe the foot. As you inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, turn, twist, and fold over your right leg. And on your inhalation, extend the spine up and out from the pelvis. Exhale, slowly release. We'll switch it out, other side. Bend through your right knee. Stretch out and lengthen through your left leg. Right heel in towards the groin. Lasso up the ball of your left foot. Holding your strap, your belt into your right hand. Left hand outside of your left leg. Again, deep breath in to lift and lengthen out through your spine. As you exhale, turn the belly more towards the left. Again, deep breath in, find more space, more lift. As you exhale, take that space and twist a little deeper. Start to fold over your left leg. Positioning your hands to your strap or your foot as needed. As you inhale, find a little more lift in your spine, your chest. And as you exhale, turn, twist your belly towards the left. Fold over your left leg. Again, just do the best you can do. On your next inhalation, lift and lengthen your chest forward and up. Exhale, slowly release. Take your strap out to the side. Extend both legs straight out to a wide angle here for Upavishra Konasana. Take your hands back behind you, same thing here. Move the good stuff up and out of the way. And then from there, see if you can even slide those legs out a little further with a little shimmy of the heel, the ankle onto the mat. Nice job. Fingertips out in front of you. Lift your chest, lift your spine. Try to tilt your pelvis forward, the belly forward. Deep breath in here. And as you exhale, crawl your fingertips forward. Again, as you inhale, find more lift in your spine. And as you exhale, press your thighs down. Flex your toes back. Maybe bend through the elbows or crawl your hands out a little further. The elbows can drop to the floor. Great. If not, it's okay. You can stay higher up. Try to keep more length in your spine rather than a rounded back. Find more lift in your heart. Pull your chest forward, even if you have to back off a little. If the elbows are down and you can go a little further, classical pose is peace fingers to big toes. Chin and chest can rest onto the floor, or maybe you'd like to rest onto a block. We're here for just about 3 more breaths. On your next inhalation, slowly begin to lift yourself back up, hands underneath your shoulders. Go ahead and grab the outer knees, close them up like a book, and stretch your legs straight forward out in front of you, back to your Dandasana staff pose. From Dandasana, deep breath in, arms up, reach up, stretch up, peace fingers up. Exhale, take your peace fingers to big toes. Paschimottanasana, inhale, lift and lengthen chest up and out. As you exhale, pull and fold over your legs. Again, inhale to find a little lift of your chest up off your thighs. As you exhale, pull and fold in a little deeper. Inhale, find a lift in your spine. Exhale, slowly release and flip over onto your belly. Shalabhasana, locust pose, lying flat down onto your belly. We'll practice spine strengthening, belly down, back bend, hands by your hips, bend through your knees. Reach back and grab for the outer rims of your feet. Hug those knees and your thighs towards each other. Let's start with just the legs straight here for the first one. You can clasp your hands behind your back, that might help. Deep exhale, let all the air go. Inhale, chest up, knuckles back. Pick your knees, your toes, and your thighs up. Keep stretching your knuckles back. From there, see if you can release your fingers back. Pick your thighs up a little higher. Take another breath. Reach, reach, reach. And slowly release. You can gaze to the right. Maybe use your left hand as a little headrest of pillow. Try to completely surrender here. Releasing all the energy out of your body with a deep exhale. Round 2, Shalabhasana Locust. If you did so on the other side, interlock your hands, clasp the awkward way. Zip your legs up. Deep exhale, let all the air out. Inhale, knuckles back, chest up, toes up, knees up, thighs up. Keep stretching those knuckles back, lift your chest, stretch your toes back. Release the fingertips, stretch back a little further. Take one more breath, can you lift up higher? And release. Switch out your gaze. Completely surrender. The next pose is Dhanurasana, bow pose. Now bend your knees. Grab the outer rims of your feet. Legs together. Deep exhale, let it all out. Inhale, kick into your hands. Lift up through your chest. Try to reach your toes up towards the ceiling. As you inhale, lift your chest a little higher. Kick, 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 toes into hands. Keep kicking, keep reaching. And release. Surrender, relax, let it go. Last belly down back bend, guys. You can do this. Do it with me. Grab through the outer rims of your feet. If you want a little deeper, grab for your ankles. You can hook the toes and flex the toes back. Deep exhale, let it out. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, kick back into your hands. See if you can lift the chest a little higher. Keep kicking, kick with those toes. Lift up through the feet. One more breath, kick. And release. Same thing there. Relax for a moment. And flip right over onto your back. Setting up for bridge pose. Satyabandha Sarvangasana. Slide your heels in towards the back of the thighs. Press down through your feet. Lift up through your hips. Get those shoulders to shimmy underneath you. Interlock your hands behind you, clasp. Knuckles down towards the mat. Lift up through your chest. Press down through your feet. Try to take the butt up through the backs of the knees. Lengthen out through the back of your neck and stretch the crown out through the back of your mat. Press down through the feet, lift up through the hips. And slowly unclasp, unravel, come down. Go ahead and take your feet a little further forward. Keep the knees bent and take the feet out wide. Allow the knees to knock in towards each other and rest. All right, you have an opportunity to practice bridge pose round 2, or if you'd like to go into wheel pose. I'll guide you into wheel. If you are avoiding wheel for any reason, just repeat your bridge pose, the same pose we just took. Slide the heels into the backs of the thighs, press down through the feet, lift up through the hips. If you're going into wheel pose, hands by the ears, fingers point towards the toes. Push down through the feet, lift up through the hips, and come onto the crown of your head to start. Elbows in, shoulders back, push down, lift up. Work to stretch your body open. Lift up through the hips, press through the palms. Pull your heart through your shoulders. Again, bending through the knees, look up through the ceiling, tuck the chin, come down. Wherever you're at, rest. Knees knock in, feet out wide. For a modified Chathara Parvritanasana, supine twist. Bend your knees, tabletop your legs. Take your arms out to a cactus or a T position. Take your hips and swing them 2 inches towards the left. And then drop your knees over towards the right. Inhale like a back body lengthening, a spine lengthening. And as you exhale, turn your gaze through your left shoulder. Now, if you're happy here with your knees bent, try to slide that left knee to meet your right. You can also kick your legs straight out for the full pose. Give yourself one more breath there. And slowly take your knees all the way back up through center. Shimmy your hips through center, and then take your hips 2 inches over towards the right this time. Drop your knees over towards the left. Same thing here, nice deep inhale to lengthen out through your spine, your back body. And as you exhale, turn, twist, see if you can gaze through that right shoulder. Breathe. Try to slide your right knee forward to meet your left. And then if you like to, you can extend both of the legs straight out from there. We're almost there, guys. And on your next inhalation, look up. Exhale, knees back up through center. Shimmy your hips through center. Give your knees a little hug into your chest. And rock and roll up to a seated position. For Ardha Matsyendrasana, legs straight forward out in front of you. Take your right knee, bend your right knee, and replace your right foot over your left thigh. Bend your left knee and swing your left heel towards the outer right hip. Wherever you're at, inhale, both arms up. Exhale, turn your belly towards the right. Take your left elbow to your right knee, right hand behind your back. And as you inhale, lift your spine, lengthen up. As you exhale, turn, twist, rotate, gaze through your right shoulder. Again, deep breath in to find more lift, belly in. Exhale, turn, twist. Last breath here. Inhale, gaze towards center, and exhale, unravel. Legs straight forward out in front of you. Same thing on the other side. Let's bend that left knee, left leg over the right. Lean to the right and swing your right heel towards the left. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, turn, twist, rotate. Right elbow to left knee, left hand back behind you. Deep breath in, belly in, lengthen out. And as you exhale, turn, twist, look back towards the wall behind you. Again, as you inhale, suck the belly up in and find more lift in your chest. And as you exhale, take that space, twist a little deeper. Last breath here. Inhale, look back towards center. And exhale, slowly unravel. Legs straight forward out in front of you for final asana of the day. Move the soft tissue out from underneath you. Paschimottanasana, hands by your hips. Inhale, arms up, press your thighs down into the mat, and exhale, extend forward, grab peace fingers to big toes. If that's inaccessible, the legs straight, just bend through the knees. As you inhale, chest up and up. Exhale, pull yourself forward over your thighs. If the knees are bent, work them a little straighter. With each inhale breath, find a little lift in your chest. And as you exhale, can you pull yourself in a little further, a little deeper? 2 more breaths. And on your inhalation, find a lift in your spine. Exhale, slowly release. We'll come right into final Shavasana, corpse pose. Slowly come onto your back. Maybe give your knees one last little hug and squeeze up into your chest. And then slowly release and extend your legs out to the outer rims of your mat. Take your palms to face up by the side of your hips. And tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Roll your shoulders in. We're here for 3 deep breaths to transition. Exhale, release all the air out of your body. Feel it descend and drop. Again, deep breath in. And a slow releasing exhale. Soften your back body. Let it go. Last breath to fully release. Relax the head and the shoulders. Allow the space in between your eyebrows to soften. Allow your eyelids to get heavy. Allow the back of your head to get heavy. Allow your belly to drop. Receive the stillness like medicine. Allow the space in between your eyebrows to release. Again, to deepen your breath. Drawing your awareness back into your physical body. Nice good morning stretch. Maybe a little hug of the knees into the chest. Just slowly make your way up to a comfortable seat. I invite you to switch out the cross of your legs to the less dominant cross, the opposite of the way you may start your practice today. Just taking a nice comfortable seat. Palms together at your heart center. Once again, lifting your chest to your thumbs, pressing your thumbs back into your chest, softening your gaze. Getting back inside to that internal awareness. Shifts in your physical body and the subtle body, energetic body, emotional body. Reminding yourself of your intention, what you brought into this space, what you're leaving and taking with you as you go into the other room. Filling yourself up with that and what you like to receive. Let's seal our practice with one final Om. Taking a deep exhale out of the mouth, let it all go. Inhale fully to begin. Bow your head to your heart, receive the vibration of Om. I'd like to thank you guys so much for allowing us to continue this practice together. For the blessing of great company, no matter how far you are, we are connected through this practice, through this breath, through this universal energy that we're all experiencing. The ups and downs, the highs and lows, as the pendulum swings from one extreme to the other. I too feel you, I am you, I see you, I understand. And what a gift this practice is. May we find gratitude for this gift of embodiment, noticing all of our blessings, remembering that. Take care, stay well. Namaste. You're welcome. I'm so glad you guys could join us. Of course. We'll continue to practice together, okay? It's so nice to have you guys. Hope you're doing okay through all of this. Good. I know, it helped me too because I'm not moving as much as I usually do either. So It feels really good for me. It's just a challenge to try to like practice and teach it at the same time. Woo! It's all good though. It feels really good. I love being here with you guys. Of course, of course. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Okay, bye Katie.
Hey Katie.
Bye Callie.
Bye Callie. Bye Katie.
Hi, bye. Okay.
I didn't really record that video.
Cool. You should do it on here, Craig. Can you connect them on here, or you want to do it on your phone?
I'm gonna try it on my phone. Yeah.
Cool. Try to use the camera pointing in like this towards you. Why is it showing that?
What?
Why does it say I full spectrum practice with Ashley? I just did this and stopped it. Please tell me it posted.
Looks like it posted.
Okay, good. Did yours work? Did you delete yours?
It worked, but I don't delete it.
You deleted it already?
I just did it right now.
Okay, get you on there.
There we go.
Just in the back of me. Point it this way though.
What?
Point it the other way. Like at me. Point it at me. Because it was blurry the other way, and it's because it keeps trying to focus. The light was different. It might be different now. But I just did it all that way, and it looks great.
Well, the camera, your quality is going to go down when you switch it this direction.
How was the quality of the one I just did? Oops.